So good evening guys, how are we doing? It is now my second attempt at my own specimen hunt competition. I'm down here tonight with Cliff and with Jay, two of the lads from the Facebook group. If you haven't joined yet, get yourself over there and you know, take a look. UK and Island Sea Anglers on Facebook, come and join us. Yeah, so I've come down to the Wish Tower tonight in Eastbourne to have a fish. My plan tonight is that I'm going to use one rig, which is a Wessex rig. So there's like a flapper on the top with 2 hooks, and then on the bottom I've got a 4-0. It's on like a nice running ledger. I'll show you the rig in a minute. On the second rod I'm using Trident hangover rigs, which are up and over rigs using Trident tackle components. They're absolutely fantastic rigs, and I can't wait to, you know, have a play of them tonight. Going on from my last episode I did, which was whiting mania. The idea tonight is that if there's going to be loads of whiting, I've actually made up some live bait rigs to give them a go as well, and I'll walk you through them and show you them if we end up using them. If I don't use them, I'll probably do a rig making video to show you anyway. So without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera around, we'll bait up, I'll show you the rigs I'm using, and then we're going to crack them in the evening. Right guys, so we've got various different baits tonight. We've got some nice ragworm here. Look at that one, that's a bloody beast that is. I don't know if I can get him at. Absolute killer ragworm that one. Look at the size of that. Got ragworm, you've got salted lug, got some old skanky lug there, you know, a couple of packs of that, got some bluey there, some crabs as well, and I've got some squid. So a nice round selection of bait. Let's have a play and see what we can find. Right guys, just going to bait up my first rig then. The first rig is actually the Wessex rig. So we've got 2 small size 2 hooks at the bottom, sorry, at the top, to form the flapper. And then at the bottom we've got one big 4-0 there to put a bigger bait on. So what I'm going to do first of all to start with is I'm just going to take my ragworm, if I can find my scissors, which are here, and cut the ragworm into some smaller chunks. And take this ragworm there. I like to take the heads off the ragworm, don't need the heads. You find they give you a nasty pinch. Just going to cut that into a small piece, which is there, and cut it into smaller pieces, and then that will be my top baits. So I'm just going to feed that onto the hook like so, nice and easy, and just come out just before the bottom of the ragworm, which is there, like that. One nice easy bait. That's the first one there. The second hook, again, just doing the same with the ragworm. Just pushing that up through like so. Just coming out by the bottom. And there's my 2 ragworm baits there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up some bluey, and then we're going to add that to the bottom. Right guys, here's my bluey. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fillet that now, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's take a fillet knife, just going to run that in past the gill, and then cut down the bluey, just making sure I watch my fingers as I cut down, all the way to the end of the tail. That's one side, you flip it over the other side, do the same again, coming into the bottom, all the way down, and fillet in that whole bluey section off. Again, watching your fingers as you come to the bottom of the fit. And we've got 2 nice big bluey baits there. This bit here is going to be discarded. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into smaller pieces. And with my bait elastic I'm just going to wrap them up, and hopefully that should give us some nice baits. So just wrap that up. So some nice compact small baits. Take the bottom hook on my Wessex rig, which is here. I'm just going to feed that into the bait, like so, out around the bottom, and I'm going to just whip that up lightly with my bait elastic. making sure I'm not putting bait elastic on the point of the hook. I think someone's just caught a fish, which is good. And that is my bottom bait. It's a nice little bit of bluey there. I'll play around with that. I'm going to do the same for the Trident hangover rig. Just a nice little bit of bluey. And then we're going to get the baits out, and then I'll let you know how we get on through the evening. So again then, on the Trident hangover snood, I'm just whipping up the bait. This is a pennel, so we've got 2 hooks on this one. So the first hook's at the bottom there, nice and set. And then we're going to get the second hook, the snood, just come down to the top of the bait. I might reverse it actually and go the other way. Just wrap it around the bait a couple of times, like so, and then just tack it in to the back and just pull that nice and tight. So we've got one hook facing one way, one hook facing the other way. So whatever way that lies on the seabed, hopefully you'll be able to get a fish. Right, so I've just got down the beach, just baited up, and Jay over here has pulled in a bloody eel. So happy days. Let's have a look then, Jay. What we got? Look at that. It's a cool fish that is, mate. Bloody, I don't get too in my face. What'd you get it on, mate? What'd you catch it on?
That was on fresh lug from Tony's Tackle.
Yeah.
That was on a 3-hook clip down. Been out there about 10-15 minutes. Had a nice bite on the Akios Hellraiser, and pulled in that beauty.
Yeah, nice one. It's a good start to the evening. It's nice to know there's some fish about. Hopefully I'll be able to pull some out myself. So yeah, well done, mate. That's really cool. Let's measure them up and we will crack on with the session. Right guys, so on my first rig, the Wessex rig, I pulled in just a really small whiting and the smallest pout I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely tiny. Absolutely tiny. So yeah, we're going to unhook these and get them back in. That was on the ragworm. Didn't even see the bite because they're so small. And we'll crack on with the evening. So we got some fish, which is a bonus. And you know, let's just see if we can try and pull out the bigger specimens. Right, so I just pulled in my Trident hangover rig, the pennel, and we have another whiting. That has taken the actual pennel. So the top hook's there, the other hook's down inside the fish. So obviously we're going to get that unhooked. And now I know the whiting are about, it's plan B. So we're now going to go for a live bait rig. I'll just get the rig out now and I'll walk you through it and I'll show you, what it's like. And you know, the reasoning behind it and what we're going to do with it. And then hopefully we'll be able to try and plug out the bigger fish and get the bigger fish tonight. Right guys, just show you my live bait rig then. So essentially it's a pulley rig, aero pulley at the top, terminal link on one end, and then on the business end we've got a long snood with a bigger hook at the top and then a smaller hook at the bottom. So ideally the plan is we bait the small hook with a piece of worm, small piece of worm, the whiting take the smaller hook, leaving the top hook exposed, and then Mr. Big Fish comes along and it engulfs the whole lot, hopefully. That's the plan. So we're going to get it out there and I'll let you know what happens. Right guys, so both my rigs are out. Using these big ragworm baits tonight. Really, really nice ragworm this is. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so big ragworm bait out at distance on a pennel rig. Just having a scratch round. Fish have come out so far. Nice eel to start with for Jay. And then me and Cliff had some whiting in the pout. So yeah, it's alright. It's good fun. It's nice being out with the lads, just having some banter. Got some food to do a nice cook up in the morning, hopefully see the sun come up. And just gunning for that big fish. Just want the big fish. So addictive. But yeah, there's my baits. Nice, nice little ragworm in there. Should keep me going for a while. And yeah, we're just going to plug it out and see what happens. The sea's got a nice bit of chop to it, so hopefully there'll be some bass, some conger, and maybe a ray. So, but what will be, like I said last time, what will be, will be. Hopefully we don't get pinned down by whiting. That's, a no-go, hopefully. But I've got the live bait rig out, so if we do catch one, hopefully it'll be snappy for a conger or something like that. So, yeah, we'll keep you updated. Cheers. Right then, guys, quick update. It is now about 12 o'clock at night. The tide's now on the rise. We're going to fish it all the way in, all the way up until sunrise. It's a nice evening. It's good fun. I'm with 2 of the lads, like I said, from the group, just having a nice, chat. Fishing's not brilliant. There's been a couple of whiting caught, a pout and an eel so far. Just only small things. nothing like major, but yeah, it's good fun. I'm having fun, and that's what it's all about sometimes. And you know, just having a laugh with your mates, and you know, just chilling out. So yeah, I'm having a really good evening. Fishing wise, not good at the moment, but you know, still got loads of time left, and hopefully we'll be able to bag that fish we've been looking for so long. Right, so I'm now officially out of the whiting club. Just pulled in this nice eel. Yeah, so we'll get him measured up, we'll unhook him, and then get him back in the sea. Yeah, so yeah, that's quite a nice little addition to the evening, which is cool. So yeah, one nice eel. Right guys, so the eel's coming in at 46, which is cool. So we're going to get him back in, and hopefully we'll be able to get a bigger one. That's one more whiting for me. Again, taking on the big baits. So it's going to be a difficult night. It's going to be a difficult night trying to get through them, but you know, we'll keep going. Right guys, so I haven't had no fish at the moment. I've been playing around with different baits. This one here is a nice big lug sausage, just with some old black lug I've got. I'm just going to whack that out there, have a play around with that on the big bait rigs, and then we'll scale down if we're not catching any fish. Might keep one rod big, and then maybe one rod on the small baits, and just have a scratch around, see if we can pull anything else out. But yeah, it's been a good fun. It's been a good night so far, full of laughs and you know, chat and banter, which is what it's all about. It's good fun. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're going to do, and I will keep you posted. Right, so we just changed over to the small rigs, and I've bagged myself a nice little Dover sole, which is a bit of a Brucey bonus. So this little sole is going to end up in the frying pan if he's sizeable. If he's not, he's going to go back. So yeah, one nice sole. Right guys, we'll bang into another fish. Boom. Oh, this time it is another, if it's going to stop flapping around, another pout. So yeah, pretty happy with that. It's another fish to add to the board. So all in all, it's been alright at the moment. So we've had sole, whiting, pout, eels. Yeah, it's been not bad. It's not bad even, actually. Really good company. So yeah, we're just going to crack it on, and hopefully we're going to get that bigger fish. That's the plan. So it's Dover sole number 2 of the evening. This one's actually quite small. It's not really nothing of decent size, but they're still out there, so it's pretty good. So yeah, another Dover sole. Right guys, so it's gone pretty dead in the camp. Fishing is pretty flatline at the moment. But that's some nice fish out tonight. A nice variety of fish anyway. Nothing of the major big size or nothing like that, but you know, that's the way it goes. So I have actually bought a saucepan, some ketchup, and some other bits and pieces. And I'm just going to do a little fry up. So I'm going to cook some bacon for the lads, and cook some, you know, some wraps and maybe some beans, and you know, keep the morale in the camp up. Right, let's get the show on the road. Right guys, you cannot beat a bacon wrap with some ketchup on the beach at 4 in the morning. Absolutely awesome. Lovely job it. Right guys, it's gone pretty quiet. We've had our grub, which is cool. And now we're back onto the fishing. So last couple of hours of the fishing. There's my bait there, nice big ragworm bait on a single hook running ledger rig. On the other rod, I'm still fishing the small, you know, 2 hook, 1 up, 2 hook. Flapper rig, 1 up, 1 down, just to scratch around, see if there's anything else lying about. But yeah, it's been fun. If anything else happens, it'll be good. But you know, just wait and see. Right then guys, so it's just turning into morning-ish kind of time now. It's 6 in the morning. It's still dark, but it's getting light. The last 2 or 3 hours have been really slow. We've had no bites. I've changed the baits frequently to keep fresh bait in the water, and nothing. Tried ragworm, tried bluey, big baits, small baits, pennel rigs, pulley rigs, blooming flapper rigs, you name it, it's been out there on alternative on different rods. So yeah, it's been a weird night. It's been a really weird night. It seems to be like the fish are there and then they're not, and then they're there and then they're not, and then they're there a little bit and then they're gone, and they haven't been back. So yeah, a bit of a weird one. Fish of the night at the moment was Jay's eel. Unfortunately Jay packed up and left us, left me and Cliff down there, so it's just me and Cliff at the moment. We're going to fish it till it gets light, and then I think we're going to head off ourselves. But yeah, it's been a good night, it's been good fun. We've had some grub on the beach and spent some nice time with my mates, so you know, what's not to like. So I'll let you know if anything happens in the meantime. We'll get some nice pictures and shots of hopefully the sun coming up, and then we'll pack up, and that'll be another session done. So yeah, 10 hours on the beach. It's been a pretty long stint, but it's definitely been good fun. Right guys, so that's it. Last baits are now in the water. We've got about another 20 minutes before the end of the session. Rods have been still for the remainder of the session since I last updated. Yeah, the sun's starting to come up, starting to get light, and it's nearly time to pack up. So yeah, it's been good fun. I'll throw the camera around and I'll just show you, what it looks like. Right guys, this is the area that we've been fishing. Just there at the Wish Tower. As you can see, obviously the sun's starting to get light, and the sun will probably start coming up soon. Nothing much happening, the rods have been pretty still. I'm just going to fish the remainder of the session now. It's the last 20 minutes and it's pack up time, and hopefully be able to go and get some sleep. It's been a long session tonight, 10 hours. It's been good fun, but I'm definitely ready for some sleep. Right guys, so that is it. That is the end of another session. So thanks very much for joining me again on another episode of the Eastbourne Fisherman. I'll be back out again shortly, next week hopefully. The fish of the night was Jay's eel, absolutely lovely fish. We've had a couple of fish between us, nothing of major size or major importance, should I say, but it's been good fun. It's been really good fun. Long 10 hours, hard work, and pretty boring at times when the fishing's been flatline, but yeah, it's been good fun. It's been nice to be out with some friends and just have a lads night. So I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers.